We're going to find them, and if they're hiding, we're going to smoke them out. To smoke them out of their caves, to get them running, so we can get them.
They didn't get them. More than 8 years after 9/11, we got a graphic, shocking reminder that pursuing the top leadership of al-Qaeda is still on America's to-do list. A suicide bomber who was a Jordanian double agent killed himself and 7 CIA officers and contractors on a CIA base in Afghanistan on December 30th. That double agent was reportedly only at that base because he claimed to have information about how the United States could finally get Ayman al-Zawahiri, al-Qaeda's number 2, the guy who you see in all the tapes, the star of the al-Qaeda AV Club. We learned last week that among the 7 people described as CIA personnel who were killed in that bombing were 2 contractors employed by Blackwater. NBC News has reported that those Blackwater contractors were not acting as security guards when they were killed. Now, that bit of reporting is raising some eyebrows, because last month a CIA spokesman told reporters, quote, "At this time, Blackwater is not involved in any CIA operations other than in a security or support role." If just 2 weeks later, 2 Blackwater guys were killed at a CIA base while not acting in a security or support role, it would seem that that CIA statement about what Blackwater is doing for the CIA now was not true. Now Jeremy Scahill of The Nation is reporting that the chair of the House Subcommittee on Oversight and Investigations, Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky, is launching an investigation into just what the Blackwater employees were doing at that base that day and what else we and Congress don't know about what Blackwater is still being paid by the U.S. government to do. Joining us now is Jeremy Scahill. He's author of Blackwater, The Rise of the World's Most Powerful Mercenary Army. Jeremy, thanks very much for being here.
Thank you, Rachel.
When word first came in of the attack on that CIA base in Khost on December 30th, 6:44 p.m. that day, you tweeted, re-attack on CIA base in Afghanistan. Mark my words, contractors were killed. How did you know?
I heard it from sources that from within the military and intelligence community that told me that there were Blackwater contractors among the dead that day. They were still confirming that it was Blackwater and not another company. So when I tweeted it, that's why I didn't specify from what company, but I did know at that point that at least U.S. intelligence was of the understanding that Blackwater guys were there that day.
What are these contractors doing, and why are contractors involved in work like this, despite CIA assertions to the contrary?
Right. Well, I just got off the phone before we went on the air with Representative Jan Schakowsky, and she's already started her investigation. It sounds like she's making some headway, though she can't really talk about the headway she's making because it's classified and she's on the Intelligence Committee, but she is going after this issue right now. Look, let's remember that this wasn't just some CIA outpost in Canada or something. We're talking about a CIA outpost that was responsible for hunting the highest of the high-value targets. And to have 2 Blackwater personnel there, and I can also report tonight that I understand there was a 3rd Blackwater operative that was there who was injured in the blast. To have 3 Blackwater operatives there when this golden goose, as he was portrayed, of an asset came in there shows just how close Blackwater remains to the epicenter of some of the most sensitive intelligence operations. Now, Representative Schakowsky raises the issue, even if they were just providing security there, don't we have other people besides Blackwater, besides Eric Prince's men? We have the most powerful military in the world. Why do we need to rely on these people with indictments coming down, arrests for murder happening today for killing civilians in Afghanistan? Why do they keep using these guys, even if it is just security? But the fact that they were killed there shows just how close Blackwater remains to the epicenter of sensitive operations.
For all of the problems about Blackwater doing such intrinsic governmental functions and also acting lawlessly, all of the things that you've documented in your book and your reporting over the years and that we've reported, doesn't it seem like things got qualitatively worse for Blackwater once their founder, Eric Prince, went on the record in a magazine and said, "Hey, I'm a CIA asset, and here are a bunch of black ops I've been involved in"? Didn't that sort of indict the whole company in terms of its ability to be involved in super secret activities?
Right, and let's remember, Eric Prince claims that after 9/11, he set up a secret training camp at his house in Virginia where he trained these hit squads that went in dark into countries, meaning they didn't even notify the CIA station chief in those countries. One of the operations that Prince's men are believed to have participated in was an assassination assassination plot against a German citizen in Hamburg, Germany, and that they went in there dark and they were hunting this guy down, and apparently actual government officials called off the pulling of the trigger on that. The German government, German prosecutors now have launched an investigation into that. So not only is Erik Prince causing some problems for his company, but he's also now creating a situation where the U.S. government is going to have to answer to the German government what the heck Blackwater was doing running around Hamburg, Germany, trying to bump somebody off, one of their citizens, no less.
Jeremy Scahill of The Nation, author of Blackwater, The Rise of the World's Most Powerful Mercenary Army. I'm glad to hear that you're still in contact with Congresswoman Schakowsky on this. We will try to get her on the show as soon as she feels like she is able to talk about this investigation.
I think that Erik Prince should take Britt Hume's advice, and he should seek Christianity in this moment of crisis.
I couldn't possibly comment.
He's a Christian crusader already, so it's fine. He's got it covered.
Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it.